Search today has become absolutely zero click and AI driven, which means people don't want to click on any of the listings and go to the other website, go to the links that you have given and explore. They want answers without even clicking anything, zero click. You just put in something, you just get an answer. If they want to dig deep more on that, and if that particular section that the LLM has given them appeals to be more relevant, and if they want to dig deep on that, that is when they click on the link and go. So you're not technically optimizing for Google anymore. You are definitely optimizing for these generative engines. I've made a table that kind of helps us understand between the two parallel optimizations. One is traditional SEO, while the other thing that you see here is generative engine optimization. Now, your primary audience in terms of traditional SEO is human searches, while in generative search, it is AI models and answer engines. Now, you're not optimizing for humans, you're optimizing for these models and these engines. Now, what is the outcome? Ranking with a bunch of blue listings where people had to click on these blue links. Now, generative is citations in the AI answers, which means in the AI answers provided, there are citations mentioned which you will have to click and interact. Now, key tactics for optimizing for keywords, optimizing for backlinks. Your UX, UI made a big difference, whether it is H1, H2, H3 tags or bullet points, etc. And the metadata that you had given in terms of meta keywords and meta descriptions. Now, in generative engine optimization, what is going to be more important is your schema, your extractable facts, which means from this content piece that you have, whether on a website or a newsletter, how good are your facts? Have you bulleted them properly? Have you bucketed them properly? So this often follows something called as a reverse pyramid structure, where you give the answer first and then arrive at what made you give that answer. Because AI engines don't need to go through a whole lot of bunch of introduction before you give them the answer. You just give them the answer because it is snackable, it is easily crawlable, and it just needs that to be picked up and given on the LLM, because they don't have time to go through the entire article, and users don't have the patience to read through the entire introduction and then some briefing and then go to the point. So get to the point first. Then you have prompt ready content. The content is not optimized for keywords here, but it is optimized for the prompt that the user is likely to search on these LLMs for. Success metrics. If you appeared on page 1 or in the top list of URLs in Google search, you considered that as a win. But now it is frequency of quoted and cited by AI. How many times is the AI quoting you or citing you based upon your article? So your article, though it is one piece of article written, or a newsletter article that is written, it needs to be speaking about a bunch of things multiple times at multiple sections, so that you're not optimizing for one keyword, but you're optimizing for a prompt. This practically means that you may have one or more sections in your article that is directly relevant to the prompt. In those cases, it will go ahead and cite your website, cite your URL in bunch of places. So how many times you get frequently cited is very important. Now, what is the content structure? Narratives, long form paragraphs like blog articles, 1,000 word articles that we used to do in the past. Now it is simple: lists, FAQs, bullet points, short paragraphs and clear anchors. Technical signals, we had sitemaps, we had robots.txt, we had robots.txt, sitemaps and page speed insights, but now it is going to be llms.txt, AI specific meta tags, JSON LE and clear HTML, which we will be looking at in a jiffy now.